to the computer. Okay. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. We see some folks joining us in the room. Okay, we have James Abbott. We have your files ready to go. Stand by. And we're going to check in the rest of our individuals. Okay, I see Bergen. Are you Yvette Bergen? Hi, Ms. Bergen. We've got you checked in.
Thank you.
Okay, and gentleman at the bottom of our screen is like Lamar Restros. Am I looking at that right? Okay, we don't have audio with you, Mr. Lampros. Restros, I'm sorry. Hi, sir, Mr. Restros. We're trying to get audio with you. Can't hear you. Hang on.
I don't know if that's the reason why.
Hang on. Unless this turns off somehow. It's weird. I wonder if this just kind of goes to sleep on its own. Because I know I didn't turn anything on. Okay. Hi, Mr. Restros. I think we just had we had like something IT on our end. Could you give us your name for the record, sir?
Rodney Sawyer.
Wonderful. Okay, terrific. Thank you, sir.
That's my case, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Mr. Abbott and Mr. Sawyer, thank you both for joining us. If you're interested, if you want an opportunity, we can put you both in a breakout room. It's entirely up to you.
We've already worked out our deal, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Is that right, Rodney?
Yeah, that's fine. The only thing I didn't get a chance to just verify about the security deposit. So I just wanted Mr. Abbott to double check on the record that that the new place do have my security deposit, so I don't owe that as well.
The new place has your security deposit.
Yeah. That's I just want to make sure each side have it. I don't want to. I never talked to them, so I don't know.
Okay, so Mr. Abbott, you can confirm that the new residence has a security deposit. Is that correct or no? Or do we need to wait a moment? That's the suite.
Yes.
Okay, while they're, before we get back to Mr. Abbott and Mr. Sawyer's case, Ms. Bergen, let's take a look at your file here. Oh, wait, Mr. Restros is here. Hang on, sorry. Okay, got it. Okay, we have parties here for Bergen and Restros. Thank you both for joining us. And we do have service. Okay, stand by 1 second. because it depends on if we're going to have a hearing on this or not. Mr. Abbott, with regard to the case with Mr. Sawyer, it's the one where the gentleman, you all worked out a consent, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and did you have an opportunity, Mr. Sawyer brought up a question about whether I guess the new residents received the security deposit? Were you able to confirm that?
Right. I was not able to confirm that because they didn't answer the phone. I just want to, like me and Mr. Abbott worked out an agreement. I want to pay it back, but I want to pay it minus the security deposit if the new company don't have it. And, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, stand by. Okay, Mr. Abbott, are you able to answer that question? I'm sorry, and forgive me if I'm asking the same thing over and over again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I transferred all the security deposits to the new owner, but I'm looking through the closing package, and the new owner sent a introduction letter when they bought the property indicating that they are the new landlords and that they've assumed responsibility for the security deposits. I'm just looking through the closing statements, looking for my copy.
Okay.
I personally, I didn't get it. Like, with all due respect, when I got the letter about the new ownership, they just said, pay it on this day, or it was late this day. So I never saw that. And I just questioned where that money went.
Okay, well, here's what we'll do. We'll pass on this for a moment. If the two of you, we can put both of you in a breakout room if you choose to, so you can kind of discuss some other details. Mr. Sawyer seems to be indicating that he received some correspondence from the new owner, but not specific, Mr. Abbott, to what you're indicating based on the closing document. So we can pass on this, or if you two wish, we can put you in a breakout room. The alternative would be if it's a matter of touching base with the new property owner, we can always adjourn this particular case, and then that would give both of you an opportunity to touch base with the new building owner.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm fine with that. I just want to confirm that that's still available, because I did pay it, and that's all. I just want to confirm that.
Okay, well, we'll stand by. Here's what we'll do. If you can put yourselves on mute, like I said, we do have one matter where we have the parties present, so we do want to proceed on that. And if we need to go to hearing, we'll do that. And then I'll give Mr. Abbott some time to go through his paperwork and see he's going through some paperwork right now. And or the alternative, let the court know. And if you both need a breakout room to discuss any other details, we can certainly make that available. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Abbott, is that what you want to do?
That's fine.
Okay, stand by, gentlemen. We're going to set up a breakout.
At least 3 people in a seaside town in Carolina, CBS.
Okay, next up we have James, sorry, that one. We have Yvette Bergen and Goodman Handyman Services, and we also have Lamar Respress joining us. And we can proceed to hearing for those two parties. What we're going to do, excuse me, is with both parties here, the court is ready to proceed to hearing. What the court is going to do next is swear in both parties. And because the plaintiff filed the lawsuit, the plaintiff has the burden of proof. So plaintiff will present testimony first, and then Mr. Respress, you'll have an opportunity to respond. While the hearing is ongoing, please allow each side to present testimony uninterrupted. If anything comes up during the course of testimony on which either of you has either a question or a comment, please hang on to that thought until your opportunity to be heard, and we promise everybody will have an opportunity to be heard. Also, normally, because of our COVID protocols, normally we would be doing this in person, and any documents and materials that either side would present, the other side is entitled to review, is entitled to see. If it is the case that either party is presenting any documents and materials that the other side wishes to see. We may need to adjourn this to allow the exchange of documents, so the other side is in fact able to review those documents and materials. The alternative is, with anything that is presented, the court can simply walk both parties through everything, but again, each side is entitled to review those documents or materials if that's what they wish to do. And we'll see how far we can get with regard to testimony and the case itself. Okay, both parties, please raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes.
And Ms. Bergen, court's going to go through the information written on your complaint indicating breach of contract. The cause of action was June 6th of 2020 for $4,250. For breach of contract, the plaintiff did not complete the work as agreed. That you hired Good Handyman Services, general contractor Lamar Respress. He was hired to install a brick paver patio, driveway extension, also lighting and air conditioning system. A $4,250 deposit was paid, the work was not performed, and no materials were received. Okay, Ms. Bergen, this is your case. Since you've filed the lawsuit, you have the burden of proof. So you're going to present testimony first. The court let both sides understand that the court is in receipt of some documents from Ms. Bergen. And essentially what Ms. Bergen submitted, the court's going to simply read so that everyone has an opportunity to see what's in the body of the material. Ms. Bergen writes, I hired Lamar Respress, Good Handyman Services LLC, June 6, 2020, to complete deck, patio, driveway, and air conditioning repair project, invoice enclosed. He requested a $3,800 deposit for materials and promised to complete the work within a week. Mr. Respress showed up twice, once to begin work and again to request additional deposit of $450 for electrical work. 12 weeks later, after providing $4,200 in total deposits, I had no materials and several excuses of why he hasn't shown up to complete the project. I requested a refund and only received more excuses and no-shows. Mr. Respress has left a hazardous situation on my property with exposed electrical wires and removal of boards from the deck and has not returned to the property. I've continued to contact him. Each response is a different excuses. He promises a date to complete where he never shows up. I have attempted to mediate the situation through both the Better Business Bureau and the State of Michigan LARA, or the Licensing and Regulation Agency. I am requesting a full refund. This is a new business established in Michigan, May 20th, 2020. Myself and others hired him, and he's not responded or completed any of the jobs. And then also what is listed includes a timeline of work starting on June 9, indicating dumpster delivery, result no work. On June 10, begin deck and patio prep, work for 3 hours. June 11, dumpster removed. Nothing indicated in the result area. June 14, material will be delivered tomorrow, no show. June 16, you have supplies family involved in accident, meaning you, presumably Mr. Respress has the supplies family involved in accident, no show. June 18, due to family emergency, will be back to work by June 20th, and the person did not appear. June 23, request additional deposit for electrical ground, will be back to work on June 24, no show. June 26, promised to start today, no show. June 29, promised electrician to start, left my sister's number to call for access. No call, no show. July 5, materials / supplies delayed due to COVID, will start no later than June 11th, no show. July 8, materials came this morning, will complete property by July 13, no show. July 14, promised to start by July 15, no show. July 22nd, had to quarantine brother, had COVID, took test, it was negative, promised to start July 23, no show. July 29, Ms. Bergen opened a Better Business Bureau complaint, no communication from July 29th through August 22nd. On August 20th, Good Handyman replied to Better Business Bureau via email, had to quarantine grandmother for COVID, willing to complete work in 1 week. It continues on. The second page is August 22nd. Ms. Bergen's reply to the Better Business Bureau offered 30 days to complete work or refund deposits, no return communication. August 28th, called Good Handyman and there was no answer. Also, at the bottom of this recitation of timeline of events is an original invoice dated June 5th, 2020, where a balance due of $2,800. And this particular receipt is billed to Ms. Yvette for 2-ton AC package, rate $2,100, quantity 1, resulting in $2,100. Landscaping of side of residence and leveling soil 2, landscape 12 by 12 brick pavers, $3,000, quantity 1, extension out to $3,000, reconstruction of deck with new treated wood and support beams, rate $1,500, quantity 1, stretching out to $1,500 for a total of $6,600 for the project, paid at that time on June 6th of 2020, $3,800. Further, Ms. Bergen submits with regard to what appears to be a check for $3,800 made out to Good Handyman Services, and it was endorsed on the back and presented to a bank for pay. So that's an invoice. And then another invoice dated June 23, 2020, made out to Good Handyman Services LLC for $450 and written by Ms. Bergen. And endorsed on the back and presented to a bank for payment. Also, what is presented are photocopies of 4.
That's before and after.
Okay, before and after. So this was for a full deck to get made. Is that correct, Ms. Bergen, or was it there?
It was a repair. So in the before picture, you see the barbecue grill on the deck. So that's the before. And the after is what he left me with after that one day of work. It was never repaired by Mr. Repeth.
Okay, so it looks like a certain number of boards were basically removed.
Right.
And that's what, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And with regard to, okay, the court understands the work that was contracted, and again, let the record, and just be advised that what the court has read off is everything that was submitted by Ms. Bergen in terms of evidence, and the court has gone over everything. Ms. Bergen, it's still your case. We're still taking testimony from you. Since the last action date on your timeline from August 28th of 2020, have you had to contract with another agency or someone else to get the work done, or what's the status now with the project?
Yes, I have had the deck repaired, and I've had the patio paved.
Okay, and there was another company that completed that work, is that the case?
Yes.
Okay. So you were able to finish the patio, and what else in the deck?
And the deck. And because it was so late in the year, no one would do the air conditioner because they couldn't run the air conditioning test. So I've yet to replace the air conditioner.
Okay, and let's circle back around to finishing the patio and the deck. Do you happen to have information regarding the company that completed the work?
The company that completed the patio, N&M Construction.
I'm sorry, what is it again, ma'am?
N as in no, N and M. And M as in me, construction.
And how much was it for them to complete the work?
$11,000.
Okay, and with regard to the deck?
With regard to the deck, it was done by what was this name? A roofing company, because I also had to have roofing work done. So they did the roofing and the deck, and they completed both jobs for $3,500.
Okay, and ma'am, and the court does understand that you filed in small claims so that you can represent yourself, and that's an avenue that's available for all parties in small claims. But given that the $11,000, well, the court is looking at the dollar amounts for both to complete these projects. If it is the case, okay, well, a couple questions. Okay, first of all, is it your intent to simply recover what it is that you paid, or is it that you would want to be made whole? In other words, you want to be made whole in terms of what it is that you had to pay to get the job completed?
I would like just to be made whole with what I paid.
Okay, just to clarify, meaning what you paid to N&M Construction and the roofing
No,
company?
no. Just what I paid to Mr. Repress.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Okay, in which case is
That is the $4,200, I believe.
$4,250?
You're right. I am more than satisfied with the work that was done by the other construction companies.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, is there anything further at this time?
No, I think you've covered it all. I'm just
Okay.
looking to get reimbursed my deposits.
That's fine, that's fine. Okay, and Mr. Respris, sir, again, you've heard the testimony, and also the court wanted to make certain that we covered everything that Ms. Bergen submitted. And Ms. Bergen, we might circle back around to you to get some additional testimony, but the court simply wanted to summarize and make sure that everybody was made aware of any material items that were submitted to the court. Mr. Respris, at this time, do you have any documents or materials that you would want to send to the court or provide? Oh, I'm sorry, we're losing audio again. So, hang on. I'm sorry, sir. We had audio earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Respis, try it one more time, sir. Or I don't know if you hit a mute button or anything. It's so weird. How are we losing Okay, Mr. Respris, try it one more time, sir. No, I can see you, and for whatever reason, somehow we lost audio. I know we heard you earlier. Okay, Mr. Respris, because I do want to hear we do want to hear your testimony. If worst comes to worst, we might have to have you call, and we might have to have your information. We might have to put you on speakerphone because we want to make sure we hear you.
She's trying, so if you want to hang up, try to call back in, she's trying to work it out, so. Okay.
Okay. So might have to.
2567.
Okay, we all set, have it?
Yeah, we're straight, Jill. I'll give you a call if I need you, okay?
Okay, Mr. Adams, we can put you on mute. We're right in the middle of a hearing. If we can put you on mute for a moment. Thank you. Mr. Rasmus, if you can hear us, please take down this telephone number and call the court.
He just called. I think that was him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Call the 965-2567, and we might have to put you on speakerphone, sir.
He's on a call back. Okay, that's him, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Rasmus? Okay. Unfortunately, we might have a very annoying feedback, so we're just going to take our time, but I appreciate you joining us by phone. We can see you, and we've got you on speakerphone here. Sir, did you have an opportunity to review, or rather, hear the testimony or the information Ms. Bergen presented to the court, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is there, I mean, this is your opportunity to respond. What is your response, or what is it that you wanted to present in testimony, sir?
Everything that she's saying is true. I did benefit through every document, and I gave, I sent them an email back. I told her that I would get a refund. She got a refund. I had responded, so it went from there. I have
Okay, well, and the court also appreciates that unfortunately, a lot of agencies and bureaus and different entities have probably suffered from the effects of the pandemic, so it could be that things slow down at some point. But the court does appreciate that both of you are participating in trying to mediate this matter with the Better Business Bureau. So here's the thing, if there is not, between the parties, based on what the court is hearing, that there isn't a dispute about, or both of you are in agreement that a refund is in order, if both parties are open to doing it, we could put both of you, and I don't know if that would work in a breakout room, if you would be open to doing a consent. And then if you all want to work out details, or the court can help facilitate details of basically a payment plan, so that basically the money can just get paid back over a period of time. And if it's acceptable to both sides, then we can simply work on putting that together and put this down on paper as a consent. Ms. Bergen, this is your case. What's your position on doing that?
I could discuss it, yes.
Okay. What I can attempt to do is, I don't know if putting you two in a breakout room will remedy the audio issue. The alternative is, if we want, we can take a moment now, and Mr. Respris, if you've given it some thought, or if you need an opportunity to give it some thought, we can take a break. We do have some cases in front of us with another party. And then you all can either work something out. We can try a breakout room. But again, I don't know if that's going to remedy the issue, Mr. Respis, with regard to audio, but we can certainly give it a try. Because right now, Ms. Berger, we have Mr. Respis on speakerphone. You can see him probably, but for whatever reason, we were having an audio issue with Zoom.
I'm willing to do a payment plan.
Okay.
If she gives me numbers and what, when she need it, I'm willing to do that. Just to get the situation over with.
Well, here's the thing. So I guess the question is, would this be, Mr. Respis, would this be on a monthly basis? Because your options are weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, and then we come up with a start date.
I can do monthly.
Okay. And so in terms of monthly payments, sir, and again, just be honest with yourself, it doesn't need to be something that we want to hear to make somebody happy, but something that you'll be able to manage, because we don't want to set this up for failure. We want it to be something where both of you, everybody knows where they stand, and it's going to be a regularly scheduled process, so that, until she's made whole. So based on monthly, how much per month, sir?
Monthly, I can do 5 or better. More definitely 5, and if I get extra money, I can.
So you're saying $500 a month?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Ms. Bergen, again, this is your case. Is that satisfactory to you?
Over $500 a month, that means it's going to take him how long to pay it back?
No, let's take a look, see. We're gonna get a total. It's $4,250 plus court costs is $4,331.
It's like almost 9 months.
Well, it's a significant amount of money, and $500 a month is not awful. So here's the
No,
thing, ma'am.
I'm,
If it is the case, here's the thing, again, this is your case, and both parties have to be satisfied, with a consent. If that is not acceptable to you, then here's the thing, it would be a matter of the court would still give you your judgment, but then he would have 30 days in which to pay the full amount. But if he's not able to pay that full amount within 30 days, then Mr. Raspress can contact the court and make arrangements to request an installment payment plan, which is essentially what we're already doing.
correct. And what happens if he defaults on this $500 a month within the 8 months?
Then, Ms. Bergen, you would contact this court, the court would set aside the consent, and then that leaves the way free for you to pursue garnishment.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm satisfied with something is better than nothing, right?
And the court appreciates both of your patience. Okay, here's what we're going to do. The court's going to put this down at $500 monthly. And then Mr. Raspress, that it comes back to you, starting at what date, sir? Uh-oh, you lost you again.
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm looking at the calendar. I can do the first payment, which would be March 6th. No, March 5th would be Friday.
Okay, so March 5th, 2021. And also, just so that everyone is clear, what would be your method of delivering it to her? Would it be by check, money order, cashier's check? Let's start that way, would be the method of repayment.
I can do money order or cash check.
Okay,
Or person check. I have this, but I think if I'm not mistaken, she's out of town, so I would have to get her address.
Right, I live in North Carolina.
okay. Well, here's what we can do. Ms. Bergen, please take down this telephone number and call the court and give us that address. Again, the only reason why the court is being so cautious is because we are streaming live to YouTube and we're trying to be mindful of keeping people's private information. We're keeping it private. So
Okay.
we're just going to ask you to take down this number. It's going to be 313-965-2567. And if you can call and convey to us a mailing address. And then what we'll do is the court can include that mailing address, Ms. Bergen, on the judgment. So then that way, when both of you receive your paperwork, it will have an address that Mr. Raspress can use to send it. So, Ms. Raspress, do you prefer cashier's check or money order?
I can do either or because I have a business account, so it would be cashier's check, money order, or person check.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Bergen,
Yes.
just to kind of help eliminate any additional layers of difficulty, we can do, it may be preferable to do cashier's check or money order. Do you have
Yes.
a preference for the other?
I have no preference. Both of those are guaranteed.
Okay,
Funding.
here's what the court's gonna write by cashier's check or money order. And presumably by mail. I mean,
Okay.
because that
That's
might be
fine.
the better way to do it. By US mail. And just to clarify, Mr. Raspress, will it be, meaning that she will have received it by March 5th, or that you're gonna be mailing it on the 5th of each month? Can't hear you.
I will mail it out. The first payment will be mailed out on the 5th.
Okay, here's what we have. The total dollar amount plus court costs, just so that everyone is aware, you are going to receive this on your consent form, is going to be a total dollar amount of $4,331 in installments of $500 monthly starting March 5, 2021. And it will be by cash check or money order by US mail and mailed on the 5th of each month. That's what's going to be written on your paperwork, okay? So Ms. Bergen, is that satisfactory? Is that consistent with what we've discussed?
That does, okay, if he's gonna mail it out on March 5th, I can give it probably 10 days before, I'm assuming it's not coming.
Well, again, here's the thing, ma'am, we're not gonna be able to micromanage everything because the
Okay.
other thing is that it factor, I think probably all of us have experienced, if you've had any slowdowns with regard to the US mail system, we're all kind of subject to, how it travels. So if
Okay.
it is the case that a significant period of time, again, it wouldn't be fair or appropriate for the court to basically dictate and tell you when it's gonna show up in the mail because this court can personally attest to plenty of things that have not shown up in the mail.
Right.
We're all experiencing that, so that might be, this might be a period of time, and this case is happening at a time when, the mail system is a little less certain than we would normally expect it to be, okay? So
Okay.
if, for example, something more than 10 days has expired, the court would certainly hope that both of you can maintain a rapport with one another to be able to stay in communication with each other, and at least be able to stay in contact with one another about what, if anything, may transpire. Another alternative, if either of you are inclined to do so, is you may have to use a system like a digital system such as Cash App, or depending on if your banking systems have electronic fund transfer options available, you all might want to have a discussion about that to eliminate any holdup with
system.
regard to the mail system.
Okay.
Okay, so if
Yes.
you need to, welcome to do that. But the upside is that both of you are on the same page in terms of, the conditions and the terms. And if it turns out that it is simply too cumbersome to, again, given, pandemic protocols and everything else that the entire nation is facing, if it turns out to be too cumbersome, then that might be a more efficient way for you all to just maintain contact with one another. And if it's just more efficient and more prudent, then perhaps electronic means might be more appropriate. Ultimately, if it turns out that the mail system is turning out to be a challenge for both of you.
Okay. I don't know if Mr. Refus has a Cash App or not.
I have Cash App and Zelle, so if it'd be a problem after the 10 days, which it shouldn't be a problem, I have no problem with transfer electronically.
Okay,
but
well,
we can try Zelle.
okay, here's what we'll do, and actually that's excellent because Zelle is a good system because that way, basically, that's a bank, it's an app, it's like an electronic function available through different banking systems. So what the court can do is add on for electronic transfer.
Okay.
I'm satisfied with that.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Bergen, does that work?
That works.
Okay, great. So then that way it gives you guys options again. The it factor is that none of us can really, bank on, no pun intended, is the mail system. So that's just one of those, wrinkles that we might have to just anticipate and be prepared to address. But that is available as an option, and it will be on your consent form. So the court is also going to make a note that this was pursuant to during a Zoom meeting. Okay, and Ms. Bergen, please, either once we're done or as soon as we're completed, please give our court a call, and then that way we're going to need to have a mailing address for you so that Mr. Respis, when he receives a copy of this judgment, you're both going to receive this, okay? And then it'll have the mailing address for you so that he can just send it directly to you at your location. So just provide us with that address, okay?
Yes.
Okay, is there anything further, Ms. Bergen?
No, I'm fine.
And Mr. Rasmus, is there anything further, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you both so much for your patience. And again, we're going to finish this up and we'll get it sent out to you as soon as possible. Again, it's going to get mailed to you, so just be ready. Just look for it in the mail, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, all right, thank you both for your patience. Okay, Mr. Abbott, thank you, sir. I think we lost somebody. Oh, wait, hold it. Okay, we have an iPad joining us. That might be, was that Mr. Sawyer?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Mr. Sawyer, thank you, sir, we appreciate you. Okay, Mr. Abbott and Mr. Sawyer, the court, you all requested, well, we put you into a waiting room. Are you all able to work something out, or where do we stand at this time?
Oh yeah, we found out this time. Mr. Abbott, he produced me with a document that said that the new owners of the building, they responsible for the security deposit. So I'll go ahead and pursue that, and I'll just pay them back the debt that I owe them. So we're in agreement.
Okay, great. Okay, so Mr. Abbott, that brings it back to you, sir. You indicated at the top of the session that you all had worked out a consent. Is that correct?
Yeah, we talked over the weekend and we agreed on a number and a payment schedule.
Okay, so before I put it on the judgment form, just kind of give me the raw numbers. So the total dollar, let's start with the total dollar amount of damages.
Unpaid rent through October 8th is $1,848.
Okay,
You need to change your.
Court costs are $90.
Ready.
okay, so $70, filing fees is a different line item, and then presumably it's like $20 for service, is that correct?
That's correct. 90 total.
Okay, got it.
For a total of
And-
1938.
Okay, and what is the consent or the conditions of the consent?
Mr. Sawyer's going to pay $100 a month starting March 1st.
103. 2699 Mary Oak Trail. You said Winston? Is that all part of the address or?
Hey, I got a question. Like, or I don't know if it's for you, Your Honor, or Mr. Abbott. Like, could we settle out of court for a cheaper amount if I'm able to come up with the money faster?
Sure, make me an offer.
Okay.
Okay, do you guys want to go back in a breakout room?
You're welcome. Have a good day.
No, I just, I'm just thinking ahead, and for it to linger for that long, I'm sure I'll be able to get the funds to pay them off sooner than that. So if it's something I got to go back to court to do, or if it's something I got to contact him directly, I just want to know.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Abbott, what were you going to say?
Contact me directly, Rodney.
Okay.
You want a discount for a cash payout? Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Let me know. You got my number, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay, well, here's the thing, for the time being, because if you all are able to resolve it sooner, then, Mr. Abbott, if you are, you can always file a satisfaction of judgment with this court if you all are able to, square things up and have the agreement, taken care of to your satisfaction sooner, you would simply just submit that paperwork of satisfaction of judgment to the court, and that would be it for the time being. This way you both have something, in writing, that kind of wraps it up for today so that this doesn't stay on either of your plates.
Understand.
Okay.
Okay,
No, that's fine. I mean, even though it might take maybe 2 months or so, I still take the time, and we could put it on record. But I'm probably gonna wrap it up sooner than that. I just wanted to make sure, see how.
oh no, we appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. And again, if you all are able to work that out sooner, you're certainly welcome to do that, but this way you have a timeline and it gives you the latitude, it gives you the room to do that. And then, once you all do resolve that, then Mr. Abbott would simply just, send in some paperwork to the court to let us know that the judgment's been satisfied, and then we'll be able to close it, then it'll be truly closed out and you don't have to worry about this timeline.
That's nice.
Okay, Mr. Sawyer, did you have any other questions for us?
No, I didn't. Thank you.
Okay, no, thank you. Good question. Hang on. Court's gonna wrap this up, finish it up. Court's also gonna indicate on the judgment that you're going to be receiving is on the consent that you're going to be receiving, that this was a consent
Okay.
for Zoom. And also, we are streaming live to YouTube. So Mr. Abbott, the court had asked you earlier, we do have a good address for you. It's the 111 address in Detroit. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Sawyer, again, we're not going to, we're not going to talk about your full mailing address, but we just, because we are streaming live to YouTube, we want to keep your information private. We just want to confirm you're at the 19751 address in Detroit.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Then we'll make sure that everything is mailed to both of you. All right, thank you. Mr. Sawyer, I think we're all set for you for today. Thank you so much, we appreciate your patience.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Rodney.
All right, Abbott.
Okay, and I think Mr. Abbott, anything else, remains to be in the cases, we're coming up on 246. And, none of the other parties, doesn't appear that anyone else has appeared. So, raise your right hand, do you swear affirm that the testimony about to give will be the truth?
I'm sorry, what?
Mr. Abbott, do you swear affirm the testimony about to give will be the truth? And we're gonna do the default for your other matters.
I do.
Okay, thank you. The first one that we have in hand is for Regina Beard.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is James. Can we do these one at a time, or?
Oh, that's fine, because I would be filling them out one at a time, so we can start with Beard.
Okay, good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is James Abbott. I'm the plaintiff on this case, sued for unpaid rent through October 8th. Ms. Beard owes a net figure of $3,815 plus $90 in court costs for a total of $3,905.
Okay.
I'm sorry, wait, let me correct myself. She owes $3,409, I'm sorry, plus $90 in court costs for a total of $3,499. And her address is still the same, right, Julia?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, thank you both. Stand by. Okay, the next file we have is for Nolan Ray.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is James Abbott. I'm under oath, and this is a suit for unpaid rent through October 8th when I sold the building. The time that Mr. Nolan Ray owed $2,453 plus $90 in court costs for a total judgment of $2,543. He still lives at the same address.
Okay, got it. And just to clarify, it's for $2,452.90, 90, or no?
You can take the 10, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, no, I was just looking at it, so that's fine.
You can have the 10 cents.
Just court turned into a stickler for these things. I took one accounting course in high school and we missed 10 cents or a penny. The instructor would make us go back and find it. So that's the only reason why that sticks in my head. Just
That's fine. Yeah.
She's in my head. Okay, the next one we have is for Deval Siebert.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is James Abbott. I'm the plaintiff, former owner of property at 19751 Marks. As of October 8th, Mr. Sievert owed a net figure of $2,467. Court costs in this case are $90 for a total judgment of $2,557. And Mr. Sievert still lives in unit number 8. Is that correct? Julia?
Yes, that is 19751, number 8.
Thank you. Okay, last one we have is that everything for you for today? Mr. Abbott, that was everything for you for today, is that correct?
Yes, that concludes my docket. Appreciate it, Your Honor. I do a lot of
Okay,
landlord
thank-
tenant work. I don't spend much time on small claims, but it's been a pleasure and I appreciate your wisdom.
That's fine. Thank you so much for your patience. Thanks for working with us. Take care. Everybody be safe, okay?
All right. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, and the only one left was this one. I was talking to Dawn, she said she was having a bunch of non-service ones
Yeah.
on her docket, so I'm wondering if this is the same. What's for today? Oh, maybe it didn't expire. Because-
It did expire?
No, no, no. No, oh, you know, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. This expired back in March of 2020.
Oh, wow.
Why is it on today's docket?
I don't know how they do that.
Actually, it looks like it never got served at all. And for whatever reason, it's just been floating around.
And it's already expired, so I'm like, how did they get on it?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, next one, Nick.
All right, thank you.
Can I leave this one with you?
Yep, you sure can.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys take it easy.
All right, you
Have a lovely
too.
rest of your week. Happy shoveling.
Look, and I have the Ring doorbell. I looked, and my neighbor did everything for me. My neighbor, yeah, he did my sidewalk, my driveway. He did everything. So I gotta go. I don't know. I gotta get on something or something. Yeah, yeah. So I just want to, give my thank yous to
Oh,
him.
that's very sweet.
Appreciate
That's
them.
really cool. I'm glad that worked out.
Yes.
And they said we're gonna get a couple more inches
Oh,
Thursday
my
or so. I don't know. I mean, I don't think